This time, I recommend a day trip to Yokohama from Tokyo. Yokohama is accessible by JR from urban areas like Tokyo, Shinjuku, and Shibuya in about 30 minutes. This time, I'll introduce a waterfront area in Yokohama that you can explore on foot. There are also various tourist spots scattered around. This port town has a charming, exotic vibe, offering a beauty that's a bit different from Tokyo. Yokohama is a key business hub with many companies and research institutions. The city with the second largest population in Japan after Tokyo. I'd like more foreigners to discover Yokohama, just like Kamakura and Hakone. So, in this video, I'll introduce you on what to see in Yokohama, introducing recommended walking routes and 12 nearby spots. My first destination was Osanbashi Terminal. It is about 7 minutes from Nihon Odori Station on the Minatomiri line. This is the departure point for cruise tours and a place with a history of over 130 years. The inside is spacious. Until May 2023, a restaurant cruise used to operate here. The building's rooftop is an observation deck. This pier, originally built in 1984, underwent a modern redesign in 2002. It measures 480 meters in length and 100 meters in width. You can see Yokohama symbols like Red Brick Warehouse and Landmark Tower. On sunny days, I recommend taking a stroll in the parks along the seaside. In the Yokohama area, there are many parks with scenic views. Personally, I recommend visiting these places on weekends. On weekends, many of these parks host outdoor events, and it's quite enjoyable to soak in the atmosphere. At the Elephant's Nose Pier, short cruises of around 45 minutes are available. Water bus services are currently suspended. The shops in front of the pier are a little Instagram-worthy spot. That's about it. This is Yamashita Park, the most famous park in Yokohama. In spring, tulips and roses bloom, and during cherry blossom season, you can take such beautiful photos. It was constructed in 1930 by filling in the debris from the Great Kanto earthquake. When I visited in November, the autumn roses were beautiful. About a 10-minute walk from Yamashita Park, you'll find Harbor View Park. You can enjoy 150 varieties and 800 bushes of roses. While walking in Yamashita Park, you'll notice large ship. This is the Hikawa Maru, a vessel designated as an important cultural property of Japan. It's 163 meters long, 20 meters wide, and you can visit the interior for 300 yen. Built in 1930, it was a cargo ship to Seattle, a hospital ship, and a youth hostel. In 2008, it reopened as a museum. The tour takes about 60 minutes. There's also an English explanation available. Right next to the ship, you'll notice the presence of a Gundam. Here, you can see the 18-meter life-sized first-generation Gundam. And catch it moving every hour and half hour. When you enter, you can also see overhead with the pre-purchased ticket. It's a must-visit for Gundam fans with great exhibits and rare merchandise. Don't forget it's only until March 31, 2024. The tower right behind Gundam Factory, visible from Yamashita Park, is the Yokohama Marine Tower. It reopened after a renovation in September 2022. Reopened in September 2022, the 106-meter Yokohama Marine Tower's 30th floor observation deck offers Instagram-worthy night views and projector imagery. Around a 6-minute walk from Yamashita Park, you'll arrive at Yokohama's Chinatown. Now, let me briefly introduce the charm of Chinatown. The unique gates and town layout are said to be based on Feng Shui principles. Around 600 shops offering not only a variety of Chinese cuisines but also popular items such as goods, souvenirs, and fortune-telling. It can get crowded on weekends, depending on the time of day, but the shops are open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Across from one fortune-telling shop, you'll find another. Prices range, starting at around 3,000 yen for a 20-minute session. Some shops offer readings in English and Korean. This time, I had lunch at a place called Fukumanen. It was inexpensive and very delicious. I had delicious dumplings that were like xiaolongbao. Yokohama's Chinatown, exclusive to Chinese cuisine, is probably the best place in Japan for food exploration on foot. I highly recommend trying the Nikuman. This shop, area.I, the buns are soft, packed with filling, and juicy. Also, a must-try is the Peking duck. On Instagram, strawberry candy is popular. There are various shops for xiaolongbao as well. By the way, there are 2 power spots in Chinatown. Mazu Miao has free admission, but it costs 500 yen to offer incense for prayers, with 5 incense sticks provided. Arrange incense in order, one by one, draw something like a fortune slip at the end for divination. The Guandi Miao, where the famous Guan Yu from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms is enshrined, follows a similar practice. You can also walk, but I'll take the train from Motomachi Chukagai Station to Bishimichi Station. After the meal, we'll take a stroll around this area. Directly connected to Bishimichi Station, there is an apartment-style hotel called Oakwood Suites Yokohama. The hotel's 46th floor reception also functions as an observation deck. This is a hidden gem spot where you can enjoy free sightseeing. It's a corridor with glass windows that extend from top to bottom, offering beautiful panoramic views. When viewed from the outside, it looks like this. The bridge leading to the red brick warehouse is a charming photo spot. Since I am here, let's cross this circle walk and head over. It's about a 10-minute walk from Bishimichi Station, and you'll start to see the red brick warehouse. Red brick warehouse was constructed in 1913 and was the first warehouse in Japan to have cargo elevators. Inside, there are many stylish restaurants and boutique shops. There are approximately 66 stores. On weekends, various events take place, and on this particular day, there was an event featuring products and gourmet food from all over Japan. About a 6-minute walk from the red brick warehouse, you'll find a popular tourist attraction, the Cup Noodle Museum. To be honest, this museum isn't as interesting unless you experience it firsthand. Here, you can try making chicken ramen with cooking involved in designing cup noodles. When you arrive, please purchase an admission ticket along with a numbered ticket at the reception. Be aware that on weekends, there's a possibility of tickets running out in the afternoon. Only in Japanese, but online tickets are also available. I forgot to buy one, so I came for a morning numbered ticket. I signed up for the 5 p.m. experience to avoid the weekend crowds. Be aware that the container fee is extra, in addition to admission and experience fees. First, sit at a table and draw on the cup. It looks something like this. Pick your soup from 4 options. And choose 4 ingredients from a selection of 12. At 120 degrees Celsius, it's sterilized and can last for a month. It's warm when freshly made. It's finished as a cute balloon-shaped pouch. In front of the Cup Noodle Museum, there is an amusement park called Cosmo World. Admission is free, and you can purchase tickets for the rides you want. Ferris wheels and roller coasters are popular attractions. There are attractions where the loudness of screaming is also a competition. In the evening, it's recommended to take a leisurely stroll from Cosmo World to Landmark Tower for about 10 minutes. This is the Yokohama Air Cabin. It's a state-of-the-art urban circular ropeway that was opened in April 2021. It connects Sakuragicho and Kannawa stations in about 5 minutes, and a one-way ticket costs 1,000 yen. There's also a combined ticket with the Ferris wheel for 1,500 yen. Various night cruise and traditional Japanese houseboat, yakitabune, options are available. By the way, at the base of Landmark Tower, you can see something that looks like a sailboat. This is the Nippon Maru, a designated cultural treasure, used as a training ship for about 50 years until 1984. At the end of the journey, we headed to the Yokohama Landmark Tower. Arriving at the observation deck at Japan's top speed of 750 meters per minute. On the 69th floor of this 296-meter tall building, there's an observation deck. If you present the half ticket from the Hikawa Maru's admission, the ticket price is reduced from 1,000 yen to 700 yen. On sunny days with clear weather, Mount Fuji is also visible. The building has commercial facilities from the 1st to the 5th floor with an open atrium, and you can have meals inside. Now, I've introduced a walking course in Yokohama. On this channel, I also showcase other recommended spots, so please refer to those. Thank you for watching.